Welcome back, everybody, to yet another episode of the Talk of the Sports podcast. Of course, I'm here again, your host, Shags, and I'm here with my co host, Kaz. And we are here once again to discuss the up and down, tipsy turvy roller coaster world of football where nobody knows what the hell is going to happen next. Especially me, because I need to make my money back on DraftKings and FanDuel. It's not working out. But hey, before we get started, once again, I think actually let me check real quick how many subscribers. We are so close to. Yo, we passed 200. We're on 206. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't get no notifications. I know last episode I asked y'all to get us to 200 and y'all did get us to 200. I'm sorry. I haven't checked it. I've been posting. I haven't really been paying attention, but we're on 209 videos and 206 subscribers.
Yes.
So thank you. Let's go. Where are we going next? 300? Let's get to 300. Let's get to 300. So drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, hop on the live, talk to us while we're doing this. I'm monitoring on this other screen. And yeah, we're going to keep doing this for y'all. Thank you so much.
Of course.
And without further ado, here we go. This podcast is a little biased. I'm not gonna lie, because
little,
just a little bit, just a little bit,
a little. Okay.
Just a little,
okay.
Just a little bit,
Just a disclaimer for in case everybody didn't already know.
Hey, but there's a certain London club, the pride of London, and I'll say we drew, because I know there's certain people that they will make fun of you for saying we, like we're on the team, but yes, I'm on the team. I feel the highs and lows as much as the players actually.
Wait. I would argue I am more on the team than the current players there. Are you kidding me? Wait. Hold on.
You're right.
Wait. I am way more on the team than any player there or coach, even owner.
Actually, you're right, because we've been supporting this team since way
back then.
That team. So when we say we
yes,
we've been there since.
No. My team.
It's not even our team at that point, because certain of them need to leave. But I'm not gonna name no names, because I'm not. We're good right now. We're not hitting.
Yeah.
But this draw against Everton, even though Arsenal had the same result last game week, this feels like a loss.
Yeah.
It did feel like a loss, and that's how you know. That's how you know things are going well. Like what was it? We were about to get.
We're on the roll, man.
7? No, it wasn't. It felt more like 12. I don't have the exact number, but the number popped in my head.
It was like 7, 8.
8. It would have been 8
in a row. Yeah.
This draw felt like a loss. We could have gone top of the league, even though we are not in the title race. But we could have gone.
No, we could not have. You know why?
Well,
even if we won, I told you that was not happening. You know why?
Well, if we had won, top of the league
for hours. Not even hours. For like 30 minutes until Liverpool scored goal number 3 in like the 30th minute. So yeah, come on.
Yeah, but still, yes, you're right. But I would have loved to go top of the league, even if it meant 30 minutes. Even if
Fair enough.
at least we would have been, we would be able to say, hey, we went top of the league for 30 minutes, even though we didn't win it. But we were up there, and that would be a good standard, or at least a point to look back for next season, where if we do meet our goals this year, we'll be like, yeah, we went top of the league for those 30 or to an hour last season. Like, now we need to be top of the league for longer, at least. It's just a benchmark for improvement.
I mean, I'm not so heartbroken about going top of the league. I'm much more heartbroken that like Boot Band's team got to close like the points gap on us because they had to like go to Crystal Palace and like have and excuse my term, an orgy over there at the Palace, basically. And yeah, so once again, we're basically pretty much we're like 2 points ahead of Arsenal, right? So
I believe so. Yeah.
I can already hear their banter coming. If slash or when they overtake us in points, I don't know, but whatever.
Like, yeah. That's the problem with Arsenal fans. It's like, I know that if at any point they get ahead of us in the table, all of a sudden they're gonna come out in droves. They've been missing for like 3 months now, but the moment they get ahead of us in the table, they're gonna be talking so much shit. And I think that's the real reason why it just feels like an L, because it's like they're waiting and biding their time and trying to force us to come out and say we're gonna win the Premier League. Meanwhile, they have never once committed to winning the Premier League. They're in the last God knows how many years, decades. They have never once, and since the last time they won the Premier League in 2004, we've won like 3 or 4. So it's like, if anything that I want in this race more than anything is just finish above Arsenal, so we don't have to hear from them again. That's all I want. And I know
That would
it's
be great.
unrealistic to ask, because at the end of the day, all we want is top 4 and a trophy. But it's been very peaceful being a Chelsea fan. I don't have to go back and forth with no Arsenal fans or Liverpool or Man U or Man City or anybody.
The fear is back.
Yeah, now it's like
the fear is back.
we overachieved a little bit, and now it's coming. Even though it's like it's like the what do they call it? Like the something dawn before the moon. It's like the silence before the storm.
The calm before the storm.
Yeah, the calm before the storm. It's coming from
dawn before the moon.
Like, our enemies are massing their armies and just waiting for us to mess up so they can come and talk shit. And us, we've just been, I guess that's why we've been humble, because we know they're coming for us, and we're not trying to do too much. We're just trying to be a good team again. Meanwhile, they're slipping up massively. But anyways, let's talk about the actual game itself. Nico Jackson missed 2 chances. Our defense defended the hell out of that game, though. Sanchez, Tosin, they had another masterclass.
Sanchez masterclass. Tosin, putting forth his best John Terry impression.
Yeah, and even Everton, like, we have not been good playing at their home. Forget what it's called, but we have not been good in recent years playing against them.
we'll just call it Merseyside, man.
Mercy.
Merseyside,
Yeah, that's what.
that city, I've heard it rains a lot, especially in the winter. It's
Ooh,
weird
let's
and
talk about
cold and
weather.
cloudy and windy and disgusting. Yeah, we don't like playing there. It sucks over there. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're by the sea. I know
Yep.
their stadium is
That's
by
why
the
it's so
sea, so
windy.
it's
Like,
literally one of the worst stadiums to play in.
yes. Yes.
And it was evident. I was watching the game. It was sleet and snow and rain. I was like, oh, this is not good. Cole Palmer is cold, but he's actually cold
He
right now.
literally had his
You can
worst game
tell.
of the
Yeah,
season.
yeah, it was bad. And I was like, you know what?
But we
Maresca,
gotta there with a point.
yeah, it was a point earned. I don't think it was. It feels like 2 points dropped, but it really was points earned because a team that is supposed to be 5 seasons ahead of us also drew to this same team. But they drew at home though. That's the funniest part. They drew at home.
I'm
We
not gonna
drew
lie.
Merseyside.
We could have really used number 10, Mr. Mikhailo Mudryk.
Let's talk about the charges against Mudryk while we're here. I'm gonna say this Putin. Why are you doing my boy like this, bro? He didn't
How
do
is that on
nothing
Putin?
against you. It's the Russians, bro.
Yeah, but how is it on the Russians what Mikhailo puts in his body? What
Because
Misha puts in his body?
what if he didn't have a choice? What if somebody just ran
You
up
always have
to
a
him
choice.
and just what if somebody shook his hand? It's like, oh, Misha, I'm your biggest fan, and that's how he got that in the system.
Well, hey, I mean, if someone went through all of that to drug him, I don't know what
I
I
don't.
don't know. I mean, I don't know why. I don't understand why. I
It's just
don't
pettiness.
understand
It's
who
just
he
pettiness for
is.
the simple fact that he's Ukrainian. That's all it takes. Like
But my
those super
question is,
people.
why would Russians drug him? I don't understand. Like, what's the how does that benefit them? I don't get that. I just think he just wasn't careful. Either number one, he's completely innocent, which I don't know how he could be completely innocent. It's pretty much the fact that he tested positive for this. So it doesn't matter if you test positive for it, you're not innocent somehow. So number two, he was just careless and was just a little too trusting with what he was taking, with whatever someone was giving him. Or number three, he knew exactly what he was doing. But I don't know because it seems like apparently he's hiring Paul Pogba's lawyer. So
Hey, that's the thing though. It's like
I don't know,
I
man.
don't I don't think Mudryk is like the most like aware of what he's putting into his body. So I think okay, maybe he might have accidentally, but I definitely do not think he did this on purpose. This is a drug that's banned in the UK. You can't get it in the UK. This is a drug that was designed for Russian super soldiers. Literally. That's where the drug was invented. So it's like for it to end up in Modric's system, it kind of gives me the vibes that this is not as simple as Modric trying to be better than he is. This is like how, this is like we need to investigate exactly how it got into the system rather than just punishing him for the simple fact that it is in the system. And by the way, if it comes out that Modric actually did it, like put it in the system in order to get back into the team and be a better player, I'm done. He needs to go. He needs to be banned for all 4 years, and we need to cancel his contract. But I don't believe he did that. Do you believe Modric would intentionally go out of his way to get this drug that increases like long performance and long recovery just so he could play in conference league games?
Probably not. I just think that he was probably just careless, though. He wasn't.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
But
Like
that's
John
that's
Obi
that.
Mikel
Yeah,
said.
but
But
the thing is,
still, like him being careless doesn't mean that he's not a victim. You know, maybe he should have been more careful about what he's putting in his body, and now he definitely will be. But it's like this could have happened to anyone. This
see,
could happen with anyone. If like the only way this ends up accidentally and not accidentally, but
but it
purposely,
doesn't
it doesn't end up this drug that's banned in the UK. It doesn't end up in your system accidentally. Somebody has to make it
exactly.
happen. So it,
Somebody said the person whose system it is. It. What I'm trying to say is it could not have been anyone. You're wrong on that because we don't. It's not any all the time.
no,
Like
it has to be somebody who's close to him.
yeah,
It- right.
it's it's pretty rare that a footballer gets like banned for a substance. It rarely happens, and when it happens, it's like big news because it's rare. So like, no, it could not have been anyone. No, this is not that common, really. No, or else we wouldn't be talking about it. We'd be like, oh, just another thing. So what I'm trying to say is Mudryk to me personally strikes me. I mean, he's still basically a kid. What is he? 22, 23. So and he from looking at his history, let's scroll back to history. Um he there was some controversy with it. Again, I was on his side with this, all right, if you remember, but I'm actually using this on the other side of this. All right. There was some controversy with him early on in his career, like first year he was at Chelsea. Why? He was singing a little baby song, if you remember, and used it. And exactly, he is careless. He's a careless individual. He has a track record of this.
I wouldn't call him careless. I call him naive.
Okay, you call it naive. I call it what I think it is, careless. You should be. I think you should understand the position that you've been given. That again, there's only like maybe 1%, not even a 0.02% of people in the world who are giving your position, and you should be mindful of the role that you have to play, and you
But he
should
wasn't.
understand
So I
what
mean, you can say
you should.
careless, but really it's just
Yeah,
naive.
I say you can say naive. I say careless because I think it's pretty much the same thing if you
I
think about
mean, now, if we would do the same thing now, okay, it would be careless. But back then, that's just naiveness.
Well, what I'm saying is the point I'm trying to make is
Nobody who knows better goes. And you're from Ukraine. You're Caucasian. You're white. You don't go on social media. If you know better, you don't go on social media and rap along to the N word in rap songs. As much as you love rap, it's naive. That's naive. That's not careless.
hey, some
He
people
won't do that. He won't do
better.
it again. If he does it again, that's not even careless. That's just on purpose because he knows better now.
All I'm saying is, all I'm saying is, I don't know him personally. I've never spoken with him. All I can speak on is what I have seen him do. And his track record has said he can be a little careless. You want to say naive? Sure. I call it careless because you're not an idiot. You make millions. You have bankers. You have lawyers. You're a business. So you can't just say, "Oh, I was naive." Okay, cool, but that doesn't mean that you get to just escape the punishment that's been bestowed on you. Oh, you were naive. No, because again, this doesn't happen to everyone. It's rare. If it's rare, it means you have to, from my point of view, you have to bear some kind of fault because where other people and their or other players, other of your other teammates, that whether in their life and endeavors, whatever it may be, even with Chukwu Nonso dealing with Ruby Rose, we didn't hear nothing about that. All right, it was just one post and that was it. But with you, oh God, it's this. Oh, it's this. And you're not even balling out on the pitch. That's the thing. Like, so
Well,
all I
I
can say is
mean, hasn't
all
he
I
though? In
not really. If
first,
he
he scored
not
that
really,
one goal.
he has not been.
He has
Yeah,
not
he's
been
been
that.
getting better. He's been getting better, but he's been getting better. It means that he wasn't that good to begin with. This was a general consensus in Chelsea, as Chelsea fans. We were saying, throw him away, sell him, loan him.
No. That's not
Oh
what I
no,
said. I said this is his
I
last
know.
season.
I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you, but you're on X.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, yeah. I don't have. Yeah, you already know. You're on X, on Instagram. You
Yeah,
already know.
yeah.
That's what like 90% of Chelsea fans were saying. Oh, throw him away. Blah blah blah. So with all of that and giving his track record, I can see how the pressure can kind of get to him. That's all I'm saying. Because, like I said, he's a young kid. You say naive, I say careless or misinformed. I should say that. Because the way I see it is, I suspect he's not getting very good advice from people around certain people around him. That's how I see it. Because if he was, this wouldn't be an issue. You wouldn't have no um racial slur, even though, like I said, people, I was completely on Mudryk's side. Okay. I don't care. I think a player should be able to live his life, post whatever he wants, and not be judged. But hey, we live in the woke century, so hey, we got to take it as it is. So, like I said, he has a track record of being, I say, careless. Now I'm changing careless to misinformed because I'm thinking that maybe he has people around him that are advising him, and it's maybe not the best advice for his young career. But I hope he learns. I hope he's innocent. I really, 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 really hope he's innocent. Obviously, like we're no matter what happens to him, even if he's a terrible player, I don't want any player to go through 4 years of their like. I mean, my God, when you're supposed to be like killing it out there, being a real menace on the pitch. But now you have 4 years that you can't really do anything. You can't even train with your team. So I really hope he's innocent. But my view is he did something. Something. I'm not saying he took a pill and put it in his mouth. No. I don't know.
Mistakes were made somewhere
Yes.
because something that like that is banned doesn't get into your body by accident.
No.
And
No,
that's
sir.
the same level that I judge myself if I was a pro athlete. I know that people are not my friend every day, especially if I'm from Ukraine. I know, like, oh, I have a lot of, I know better. I would at least charge myself with knowing that
You should know better.
I have to be very careful about my interactions no matter what. Like,
You know what?
I
Let's
cannot
look up.
just say something and expect the world to judge me as an innocent, naive person. I guess what I said about Mudryk is just me being like trying to understand where he's coming from. Because I know he's not the smartest cookie in that squad.
He's definitely not. That's what I'm
So,
trying to say.
but
He's
at the end
not.
of the day,
Okay.
he
8 year deal, 44. I'm sorry, is this million? Okay, yes. 44 million contract with an annual salary of 5 million. So, checks. No excuses, buddy. I'm sorry, bro. You can't tell me that you can't uh, you can't have you are literally a business. You're a corporation. There's companies that make 1 million a year. There's companies with 100 employees that make 1 million a year, bro. No excuses.
well,
Sorry. Go on.
mm,
I just wanted to look at like what how much does this guy make? Oh, okay. No. Sorry, go.
Well, yeah, like with Mudryk now, I guess they're waiting for the B sample, but the
Yeah,
B sample has rarely ever cleared the A sample,
right.
and that's
It's
probably why he hired Paul Poplar's firm. There,
Mhm.
there needs to be a whole investigation into how this got into the system. I think that's the only way he can get out of this if he can prove that he did not intentionally ingest this. But he's also going to have to prove because now the burden is on him to how did this get into your system, and like that's nearly impossible because he has no idea.
I
They
don't even think it matters whether it's intentional or unintentional.
Oh no. Yes, there are like cases. There is precedent that if he can prove that it was unintentional, well, no, you're right. But if he can prove that,
Like, how do you prove it's
no,
unintentional? I don't
if you,
understand.
no. Look, listen. Like Pogba got away with it because I think what he did was he took his wife's medication by accident. And I don't know if I'm mixing it up with somebody else, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. He took his wife's medication by accident. And he got banned for the 4 years, and then he appealed because at the end of the day, it's his responsibility. But his lawyers got him off. If Mudryk can prove at least better than Pogba that,
Took your wife's medication by accident.
I mean,
Come on.
let me look it up.
Like, come on.
I mean,
Uh,
even that is not good. It's not a good enough excuse. But he had really good lawyers.
a terrible excuse. That's a terrible excuse. Anything other than like you were like, I don't know, you were at a at your mom's birthday and someone drugged you, spiked your water, and you woke up and you had somewhere you didn't know. Anything other than that?
No, okay. Pogba's was prescribed by his doctor in Florida. That's how he got done. Let me look what
All right, and that's different then.
there was another player.
I guess if it's prescribed by your doctor, then.
It was Onana. It was Onana, and he got banned for a year.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like
was Onana. He thought it
you
was aspirin, and
it
he took.
doesn't. That's why I'm
He
saying
was
it.
banned for a year.
You can
Now that
you can think what it is. You can. Oh, I don't. Yo, you get paid what a handful of people in this world get paid. So you don't like, oh, my fault, I didn't know. No. It is literally your job to know.
yes,
You get paid to know.
yes. This kind of situation also hit Kolo Toure when he played
Colo Toure,
for
that's who I
Arsenal.
was thinking about.
He also took a
Yeah.
pill by accident that was weight loss and
Mm-hmm.
contained a banned substance.
Mm-hmm.
Pogba was prescribed by his doctors in Florida, American doctors. I'm not gonna say what race the doctor was, but we don't talk about that on this podcast. But yeah, Mudryk, I just feel like I really, to the bottom of my heart, do not believe that he did this intentionally. He might have been stupid about it,
That's what I think.
but he
Like,
definitely
because
did
like I
not do
said,
this intentionally.
we have seen him be stupid about other things. So I
Yeah,
think he was just being dumb. That's what it is.
yeah.
And if he's just being dumb, guess what happens to dumb people? Not good things.
Not good at all. Because
Yeah.
like if they're trying to say, oh, he was doping, no, he wasn't because like his results, even no.
His,
Anyways,
yeah, it wasn't helping his results on the pitch like that.
yeah,
So
he wasn't doing it. He's just dumb, and please
yeah,
don't ruin his career because he's dumb. Please,
yes.
he's just dumb. But anyways, there's a team that is much dumber than Mudryk. They have multiple Mudryks on their team. In fact, they're run by Mudryks. Their coach is probably a Mudryk. Tottenham Hot.
Whoa! Why the Mudryk slander all of a sudden? And innocent until proven guilty.
Hey.
Whoa! Hey, like I said, I never disagreed with anything the kid did until this, whatever this is. All right. So there's no
Okay.
Mudryk slander from my side. I
Let,
don't know
let,
why
let me
you're all of a
remove.
sudden
Let me start over and remove.
slandering Mudryk left and
Let me
right,
remove the
whipping it
Mudryk
out. Like,
slander from
oof.
my intro. We're not talking about much. We're talking about a team that it just seems that they can't get anything right for
Let me
multiple
guess. Is
years.
the city in Manchester, England?
Yes, but no. I was talking about Spurs.
Oh,
But we can also talk about Man U at the same time
no,
because
no, no. We can stay on Spurs. No, like I watched that game. During that game, by halftime, I was like, I have to make a new manager mode on FIFA with Spurs.
just to figure out what the hell is going on.
I
Like,
have to get to the bottom of this issue. I have to. I did. No, I did. I mean, I don't have 25 yet, so I did on 24. I have to. I did. Man, the amount of players that I sold. I don't want to get into that, but yeah. Oh yeah. There was a huge overhaul, let's just say. Yeah.
you're up. What were they up? They were up like 3-0, and then the game ended 4-3 against Man U. Their goalkeeper threw away two goals. At their third Man U goal was an own goal. What are you
Yeah.
doing? And then you take that into your next match with Liverpool and get slapped 6-3. And then
Um,
Ange comes out on the menu game. He's like, "Are you not entertained?" And then on a Liverpool game, he's like, "I have no idea what happened."
I mean, so I have to say this here too, um, because I know who we're this is leading to. It leads to the head, the man who's at the top. But to defend the man who's at the top, um, sorry to take brothers if you're living in Romania. I know you're not watching this, but anybody who's a fan of Romanians, Draguzin, man, my goodness, bro, my goodness, man, good God,
Uh,
good God. Every time, like it's like you will go like 10 minutes. I'll be like, okay, there's a player in there, and then you go 5 minutes of like, bro, what was that? That was this game. Except this game was like 55 minutes of bro, what was that? Just back to back to back to back plays. And I'm not gonna put it on Dragozin, obviously, but I mean he was there with a kid, bro. There were there because Romero and um the other guy, Ricky, whatever his name is, Van der Ven, they're injured. So you got Dragozin and some kid, bro. That
great.
was never gonna end well.
Archie.
So much space. Dragozin is being split with Luis Diaz and Zoboslai, and the kid is trying to double up on Salah. Eh, 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 eh,
No,
eh,
you got
eh.
Jed Spence. Pedro Porro didn't he score? No, it was that Man U game. But it's like they couldn't handle Liverpool's attacking, and especially with the way they play.
Yeah,
Like
Pedro Porro was getting caught up. I mean, Liverpool. You know how Liverpool is on a counterattack, and pretty much Arne Slot. He's pretty much set them up to play strictly counter-attacking football in this game, and that's
yeah,
all they
and
did. That's literally all they did.
do you know do you know how else he set them up? In his pre-match conference, he told them that there's no such thing as too much attacking football.
Yeah.
But yes, there is, and it's called Spurs, and that's what they
Oh, Highline.
the highline.
Well, he's not
Like
like
you can't say like a team can't play too much attacking football and then you proceed to score six goals on them because they refuse to switch up from the highline. And like at this point, it's like, Ange, bro, I get it. You're stuck in your ways. You believe this is the right way to play football, but bro, how many goals are you going to concede before you start thinking about alternatives? Before you start thinking about plan B? Before you start telling like your higher ups, like, hey, we need certain reinforcements to get our game going. It's not. It's just not sustainable in the Premier League. It's like there's been so many goals I've seen like recently where the goalkeeper, instead of clearing the ball, passes to the defender and it gets intercepted. I'm just like, these are all avoidable things. This is a choice. You're choosing to make those mistakes because you can say, "Oh, my guys know how we play, and if they make mistakes, so be it." But it's like it's preventable. You do not have to sacrifice your values by if it means you make a little tweak here and there. Just make the little tweak. You still know how you want to play overall. Or in certain situations, you make the smart decision. If the smart decision is to clear the ball, even though you're past the ball around type of team, clear the ball in order to prevent a mistake that could lead to a goal against you. It's just like I don't see the benefit, and it's like Marcus is Andy's biggest fan. I don't see the benefit in playing beautiful football if it means you concede 3 every game. I will never ever agree with that. Tiki taka, beautiful attacking football, but you're conceding 3 every game against your biggest rivals, against the teams that like your system is set up to play well against. Meanwhile, the small team be beating y'all up every other game. It's just not adding up. It's just not. And if you have anything more to say about Spurs, please say it now because there's another team that I want to go in on.
Oh, no, nothing else to say on Spurs. They pretty much had a Spursy game.
Spurs.
I pretty much expected them to lose. That badly. No, I didn't see 6. Did not see 6. I was thinking 3-1, 2-0, but not 6. But yeah, you said it all.
6 is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But they did have I wouldn't even call that a good game, but they did win a game against the next team I want to talk about, which is Manchester United.
Trouble in Manchester.
Both Manchester teams are in the trenches right now. One, the red side is in more trenches, but the blue side is unprecedented trenches. But for the red side, it's like this is just normal business for them. And
It's another day at the office.
Ruben Amorim, bro. Like I cannot help but feel bad for him. And we did say when he took the job, I'm just like, why would you take the Man United job right now?
To beat Man City.
Now, to get 1 win. Yeah,
2-0.
That would be a stupid reason to take him because the team itself is not good.
Yeah, and his boy Mason Mount. I feel for him, man.
Gone for who knows how long. It's he has a huge job. He has it is like what was that Greek god that has to roll the boulder up the hill? That's Ruben Amorim. It's an uphill battle, and the people he's trying to help are not helping him. It's almost like you're destined to fail. But I can't even say like
Hey, I mean, hey,
again.
Look,
because I don't see how.
Bournemouth is 5th. All right. So let's not just talk about the red team now. How about we talk about the other I think they were white on that day, the white and black team. They're fifth now. Can we talk about that?
Well, I mean, it's not hard to be fifth when teams like Aston Villa, City, Newcastle, Man U, and Spurs are all being useless. There's only 4 useful teams in the Premier League right now. There's only 4 consistent teams in the Premier League. Maybe 5 if you add Bournemouth. Everybody else is trash.
I mean, I don't know about trash.
Bournemouth, okay, yes, they have a good record at Old Trafford. But everybody else? Who else is good?
Spurs,
okay, maybe 6. Man City aren't good. Newcastle aren't good. Fulham aren't good. Brighton aren't consistent. Spurs or Spursy. Brentford, not good. West Ham, not good. Everton, they might have gotten 2 clean sheets or the 7th most clean sheets in Europe. They're not good. Crystal Palace aren't good. Leicester aren't good. Wolves aren't good. Ipswich and Southampton are definitely not good. There are only 6 good teams in the Premier League. Everybody else is trash.
Wolves might be having a little resurgence now.
Well, new manager bounce and they won their new game. They beat Leicester. But will it be enough? They're still gonna be a bottom half team. Their manager said, "Oh, we're not gonna get relegated," but it's like, yeah, you're tempting fate with that statement. So it's like, yo, there's only 6 good teams in the Premier League right now: Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, and Aston Villa. Everybody below that, kind of trash.
Not wrong.
But yeah, Man United have a uphill battle to climb. They have finished in the bottom half of the table at Christmas for the first time in Premier League history. It's like no matter the coach, they keep breaking the worst records. And Amarin is like, this is like the last coach. Ten Hag couldn't fix it. Ole couldn't fix it. Who was before Ole? Was it Jose couldn't fix it? Van Gaal couldn't fix it. David Moyes couldn't fix it. This is like they were talking about. Oh, the Chelsea job is the hardest job in football. No, it's the Man United job. That's no. Don't take that job. That job is a stinker of a job. And while if you do make it work, you're probably going to be the biggest manager in football, and you're going to get everything you could ever imagine. But the reality is, it's going to take a miracle. It's going to take somebody who he has to lock himself in the stadium and sleep overnight like Pep, and hope they don't still lose the next game. But it is what it is, man. Liverpool, Arne Slot, they keep marching on. They swatted aside Spurs. They did concede 3 goals though, which is kind of suspect. Like I'm keeping watch on them, but they're top of the league. They didn't slip up like I hope they would, because of course it's Spurs. It's Spurs, but they did what teams that want to win the Premier League do, and they won their game. So yeah, Arsenal, they also won their game. They beat Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace has beaten Liverpool. No, that was Nottingham Forest. But
Nottingham Forest won their game against Brighton or Brentford. Sorry.
Yes, they did. And yeah, the title race is starting to. It's kind of hard as a Chelsea fan to say we're not in the title race, even though this
Aston Villa beat Man City.
They did beat
Morgan Rogers scored.
Yes, Morgan Rogers. He did a madness, and he's a former Man City academy product. Like all of them academy products that's like Pep was just farming out for pennies. They're coming back to haunt him. And I don't know what that says about Pep, but it's like, hey, maybe Maybe Pep isn't a builder. Maybe Pep is just assigned the right player for the right position and play type of manager. I don't think he's ever been a developer of teams. Maybe that's why he can't rebuild this Man City team because they need to go out and spend. It's just my opinion because I'm like, y'all have a great academy. Just plug someone in. Like, what is his name? Is it Simmons Pussy?
Yeah, but Oscar Bob, man, they were bringing him along. I mean,
He broke his chin.
broke his leg.
He
So
broke his. It's tough. It's really tough. Like Pep keeps saying, "Oh, give me my players." Your players aren't coming back anytime soon. You need to. What he's really saying is, go out in the transfer market. Like that's an excuse. Like we already know what you're trying to, what you're
you
about to
should
do.
bring back Cancelo. Marcus will kill me for saying this.
Yeah. I've been screaming it. Like they will regret getting rid of Cancelo, and they're like, "Oh no, Cancelo was a bad influence on our team." I'm like, "Yo, you need him right now. You really need it." And hey, Ben Chilwell is still available. 60 million.
He is
Let us know.
65.
Let us know you can have. 60, I mean, might as well get 70. We're not getting that much money. At most, we're gonna get 30 mil. Like,
yeah.
Come on. But hey, he's available, and yeah, like we know what Man City needs to do. You're not gonna get some players for your academy to play in first team roles. You need to go out and sign a couple people. So hey, we got one for you. And it's like, hey, the Man City downfall. It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch, but not as fun as I thought it would be. But it is, I don't know. I guess now that my team is back to being good, it's kind of disappointing to see teams like the Manchester teams just be completely trash. Like the competition isn't that great. But we'll see. We'll see how it ends up. It's not like my team. My team kind of proved Maresca right that they're not ready. So we'll see how it goes. But enough about the Premier League. There's one more league we want to talk about, and that is La Liga. La Liga title race is heating up.
Heating up. Yeah, Atletico are
top of the league,
reminding us, or at least Diego Simeone, in what is expected to be his last season, if I'm not mistaken, at Atletico Madrid.
The streets are saying it's its last season. So we have Atletico first, Real Madrid second, Barcelona third, and they all have 12 wins. 41, 40, and 38 points. Atletico just defeated Barca over on the last weekend, 2-1. And it's like, who is going to win La Liga? I know who my pick is. I am 100% in on Atletico Madrid. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to win, but I would love for them to win. They're the ones I'm rooting for. Just like I said previously, fuck Barcelona and fuck Real Madrid too, because I'm tired of their asses. I'm really tired of seeing them win. And hey, I know I have an agenda against Mbappe and Fries, but it's because
I wonder how he's doing. The flop, the worst signing ever.
I never said that. That was them. That was other people. That was other people. Okay, he's not the worst. We both know he's not the worst, and we talked about this.
I don't know.
He's not the worst.
I don't know.
He just. How do you not know? You could name.
I don't know, man. Just based on what people have been talking, they just keep yapping like, "Oh, he missed a PK. He missed a big chance. He did that."
Well, you don't base your judgments based off of what people say. Do you?
Of course
No,
not.
he's not. Like you could definitely name 10 worst signings at Mbappe this season easily. Like no, people.
But they were saying, "Oh, he's the
It's an
worst
agenda.
biggest player signing for a big player at Real Madrid, or his output is not." I'm like, okay, who cares? He's
Eden
still scoring
Hazard.
goals. Yeah, there you go.
Come on, is that easy? Like nah. Like Mbappe, all the times I've discussed him on here is just only a matter of time. He will, and he has been. He's been scoring and assisting the entire time.
Exactly.
It's just like it's when you get people that don't really watch La Liga regularly and they watch El Clasico and they see him have 8 offsides, and honestly, I'm part of the problem too. And then they don't go and check his stats or see what he does every other game.
Mm-hmm.
They start to form judgments and the agenda grows, and negative things build more, and then there's a whole France thing and him wanting to focus on his game, and the drama, and then the PSG drama, he's suing them. It builds up. But Mbappe at the end of the day has been a very solid signing
Of course.
for Real Madrid, and he's only going to keep getting better for them.
Absolutely.
And it's like at the end of the day, they're only 1 point behind Atletico. He can easily fire them to another league title, and easily. They're still up there in the. Let me see where they are. They're at in the Champions League too. Let's see. Where are y'all at in the Champions League? Whoa. They're not doing well in Champions League at all. 3 wins.
Oh yeah, no, they're not doing well in the Champions League at all.
At all. But hey, if on Mbappe's day, he is a world beater. He's done it in the World Cup. He's had his moments in the Champions League with PSG, but it's like now he's at a real team that can compete. And hey, Mbappe, my bad for leaving you on the fraud watch. I low key did that on purpose. I don't know. I should have downgraded you to it. You should have never been on the fraud watch. You should have been on watch at most, and then remove the next episode. My bad. My bad, Mbappe. But hey, if you don't score, and if you don't win a trophy, and if you don't improve, you'll be right back there, my boy.
Yeah. Okay. Sure, Shags.
Hey, I'm just saying.
You just said that you just said a whole lot of nothing.
I'm just saying, like it could go up, it could go down.
You said
It's
a whole
on
lot of
Mbappe. It's
okay.
on Mbappe.
There's only one way it's going, and you know it. But it's like me saying, "Oh, Patrick Mahomes, if you don't win, I will." Okay, yeah, it's be like me saying a whole lot of nothing.
Mbappe cannot compare to Mahomes though.
What do you mean? He's
Club wise, Mbappe has not done
close.
anything in his club career. He
You
won a
said
World
club
Cup.
wise. Thank you for saying club wise because you know what he does for France. So thank you for saying club wise. So he can be compared in some ways. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's why we compare him to Pele.
But then
because
again,
of what he does for
but then
his country.
again, Mahomes hasn't done anything for his country.
Well, there is nothing to be done for his country. His country wasn't asking him to do anything.
Look, what if like
The city of Kansas City is asking him.
say like there is no USA football team that Mahomes has won anything for.
Even if there was a USA team, I don't know if Mahomes would be the quarterback for it. To be honest with you,
I mean, who else would?
bro, there's a lot of quarterbacks, bro, from the US.
Better than Mahomes?
You know that, like, man, come on, man. You know when it comes with country team with countries, it's politics and stuff like that, man. Come on, man.
I mean, it's not really politics for the NBA team, and it's a USA
Oh, it
team.
is. What? Jason Tatum? Did you? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're kind of
It's
right.
not. There's always
Jalen
politics,
Brown.
bro.
But come
Jason
on.
Tatum literally won a championship, and Steve Kerr said, "Yeah, come sit next to me on this bench."
But come on, man. You know that if it's a politics thing, Mahomes is starting every game. Like he's their guy.
I don't know,
He's
man.
their
I don't know.
star.
I can't say that. I can't say
Mahomes,
that the
who's
Team
gonna start
Sure.
over Mahomes for Team US, even though there's nobody to play against for
I mean,
Team
there's
USA, NFL.
Team USA got Lamar Jackson. We have Joe Burrow. We have Josh Allen. I'm just saying, man. Like, it's not a foregone conclusion that. Um, look, Shex. I know people think that I'm just he's just a Mahomes sexual, whatever you want to
You
call it.
are a Mahomes
No,
section.
no. I understand what Patrick Mahomes is. It's synergy. You know the word called synergy?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's Patrick Mahomes meets the greatest coach ever. Not yet, but to be, right? Andy Reid literally got ran out of Philly. I lived in Philly. Them people is vicious. They'll run you out if you don't win. They don't care how good you are. They ran this man out of Philly. So, but then guess what though? Patrick Mahomes had a losing record in college. He was a loser before meeting Andy Reid. So I understand what that relationship is. Andy Reid understands who Patrick Mahomes is. Patrick Mahomes understands all I have to do is just let Andy Reid do his thing. Now, here's what I think might help him. Maybe if Team USA picks Andy Reid to be the coach. Oh, you got me there. Then Patrick Mahomes is the starter for sure. Who else is Andy Reid going to pick? But let's say they pick Sean McVay or the San Francisco guy. Yeah, I mean, obviously they might pick Patrick Mahomes, but he might be looking at Josh Allen like, I don't know. You might be looking at Lamar like Lamar's about to win another MVP this year. Joe Burrow is having like an all-time great season by any quarterback ever. So that's what I'm saying. Like, when I understand his competitors and how good they are, I just know when you put Patrick in Andy Reid's system, nobody beats him. That's it. that's just my thing. You need Andy though. All right. There is no Patrick Mahomes without Andy Reid. That's why Patrick Mahomes was what 8-12 in college. He was a loser before he met Andy Reid.
Bro, call me a hater all you want, but I'm praying on the Mahomes, Chiefs, Andy Reid,
It's
Mbappe,
not just you; it's
Real
most of the United
Madrid,
States of America because
Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool downfall. With all my, I don't even pray for myself, but I pray for their downfall.
they think the game is rigged now. Oh my god!
It
Okay,
feels rigged sometimes, but hey, I don't. I use logic sometimes when it comes to judging those teams, and I realize that they real championship teams, the best teams, they
find a
find the
way to
craziest
win.
ways.
Like I don't understand why people don't get this. Like yo,
It's not just one
because
game. It's
people
when it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. That's not a coincidence anymore. It's not rigged.
they're
That's a
13-1. Like they've lost one game since Christmas of last year. Since 1 year ago, they've lost one game.
If that was happening, football, we'd be calling them generational
Yeah, like they're a
dynasty at this point.
dynasty. Like, why
And
don't
that's
people
what they
understand this?
are in American
Like,
football. So
look, and a lot of people won't understand because a lot of people aren't athletes, and a lot of people like who even are athletes, even a smaller margin has been on an undefeated team. I mean, an undefeated team all the way to the championship. I have been, and believe me, the mentality on those teams, number one thing on the undefeated team, you operate like a hive with one collective mind. It's like any given week, orders come in from the coach, the captain's taking the orders, disperse, everybody gets told. Nobody is told more than once. And everybody holds everybody accountable. Not about games. In practice. The Kansas City Chiefs team, the NFL will tell you, they're the hardest practicing team in the league. Their starters play in their last preseason game. Nobody else does. Andy Reid has them out there hitting each other in the summertime, like 3 weeks before they're even allowed to put pads on. Nobody else does. I'm telling you, it's all about this right here. Like, how much do you want this? And if you want it bad enough, you're going to fall in line, you're going to take orders, and you're going to, what does your favorite guy, Bill Belichick, always say? Do your job. That's what makes those teams so dangerous. Nobody is going to put their ego, oh, I need more catches. Travis Kelce can go 4 weeks with 3 catches. He doesn't care. He'll block. He'll block all day. He'll be a decoy. He'll do one of his catch and then the lateral. I've seen it 3 years now. They have that same mentality that my team back in the high school team. Like, there was like a different kind of energy. Like, I'll just tell a little synopsis of my team. We had 2 really good strikers, 1 amazing striker and 1 really good striker. Our midfielders were solid. Nothing special. They weren't that athletic. They were solid, you know. Our wingers were okay. Our defense was really good. Our goalie was special. That's really what we hung our hats on. We knew our thing. Defend and counter attack. Our first playoff game. Nothing is working. Our strikers are being marked out. Actually, I wasn't even playing in that game. Thank you, Deeper Life Retreat. Anyways, yeah, I had to come home and watch the game, like they videotaped the game, so I watched the game. But in that game, we needed a goal. Like, it was literally, we were about to go into overtime against a lesser team. You know, they're about to feel good about themselves. Oh my God, we're finally going to take down this undefeated team. Someone you wouldn't even think would score came up with a brilliant goal. Think about the end of that Chiefs game against the Denver Broncos, the block field goal. I'm telling you, that's what great teams do. They find a way. A random midfielder, Reed. I remember Reed. He's not a goal scorer. He's never scored a goal in his career. Scores an amazing goal from outside the box. We win 1-0. I'm telling you, man, there's just a mentality. Like, it's a collective, like a hive mind with one brain. Hive mindset. Everybody's behind one brain. It's not the quarterback's brain. It's not even the coach's brain. It's whatever everyone has sat down and said, this is what we want this team to be. And most people don't understand that. And because the reason why most people don't understand that, I'll land here, is because it takes the hardest thing is to sacrifice your ego and everything that you've built yourself up to be. You could have been an all-state player 3 years in a row. You're a substitute here on this team, sir, and you will be a great at your role. You could have been a nobody there, but here, you're a starter, and you're going to be great at your role. That's what it takes. No egos, no nothing. Do you want to win? Yes, sir. Let's go.
Hope Travis Hunter is listening, because he definitely needs a brain. And with that, we have reached the end of yet another podcast episode. Thank y'all for listening. If you've
So
been
right.
here, if you've been here this long, drop another like, drop another comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for getting us over 200
Thank you.
subscribers.
Thank you once again.
We're on all platforms. Keep watching, keep listening, and we're gonna keep posting for y'all.
Of course.
Peace. Have a Merry Christmas, guys. This
Merry
episode
Christmas.
is gonna drop tomorrow, Christmas Eve. So yeah, have a great Christmas. We might do one before the end of the year. If not, Happy New Year as well. And peace out. That's it. That's all I got.
Peace out.